Good morning, Ghana for Odamase and a penny akonya manya mode beba bitie mo ne mmra mo ba bitie ni. Na bitia Ghana for nyina Alistair Nelson on Nelson TV on TikTok, Alistair Nelson TV on YouTube, Alistair Nelson TV on Facebook Live. And I pay koko for na sem na minya ikanda. Osi sem say betu ase. No kre daddy. E wo ba bia ɛsɛ sɛ nokora no yɛde to no yɛde to hɔ a ɛnyinaa yɛbɛfa yɛn ntoma paafra ne ahyɛ yɛkuafoɔ no anuonyam ansa na mekɔ so no sɛ meka kyerɛ mo last no new product on the market X-Cola ɛna mekyerɛ wo no woyɛ bɛbunu anaa woyɛ ababaawa anaa ɛyɛ bi ba you can use this one for it ɛna X mineral water ɛno nso ne nnuani ɔno nso ne nsuo ni nti ne nyinaa ɛyɛ company baako ɛna ɛyɛ aboju nsuo papapa onya Ghana koko akuafo anapay ɛsɛ mo yɛ focused mo yɛ very focused because of the propaganda koko toss na MPP for no economy te mo yɛ focused omo ba mo yɛ very inquisitive mo bisa omo questions don't fall to their propaganda mo bisa omo say mfiem wɔtwe ni den na mo yɛ na dey mo yɛ ni say papa anka yɛ timu anka yɛ bre anka yɛ ba how we mo ask them questions na mo bisa omo botai da omo ni so am pese omo ni koko akuafo no ɛyɛ sɛ saa mo yɛ omo saa no a mbehu sɛ yes nokre no a yɛ nokre na fa Ghana koko kuayɔ ho na owura John Dramani Mahama n'ani abere so very set hon obia behu sɛ the NDC is focused and better able to manage the cocoa sector and the cocoa fortunes than the MPP. Last me catch you say after all the propaganda omo started smear campaign me kyerɛkyerɛ omu omo de started from a CEO no so anya adwuma omo asa de aba owura atoboaten FNA no nso ono in charge of finance and administration and me catch you say sa allegations na omo tuti ani nyina no ebien ni ho a no korɛ me kyerɛkyerɛ mu omo say conflict of interest situation now he's still managing director for Atlas Commodities and he still holds shares in it and no correct Atlas Commodities on not year 2018 but I give you off the shares January 2025 and I resign the directorship at the Ama Ora Edinam Yao Kofi but because he's an expert, he's a chartered financial analyst and he's a chartered accountant, he's been able to put up a system in place to work for Atlas Commodities to move on even in his absence. Into Hono Wahuro in self home. Only Assembia ni Atlas Commodities here. He has no influence where he is at the cocoa board. Because Ushane Juma Oye wo cocoa board wa. Ne Jumano, his deputy CEO in charge of finance and administration. And now Obibeka Sa Jumano so no is well cut out. Ya chro Bronia chro the SS our deputy managing director no. Oye e wo cocoa board wo. Ejumani ya chiche. What you say? Inti enyo no and monitor local buying companies no. Sa asede no. Deputy director in charge, deputy chief executive officer in charge of operations. Onuna Juma is responsible for regulating the license buying companies and overseeing the distribution of seed money to these companies. This role involves the smooth BC shed at the Yeni warehouse. On your more agreement, the company Atlas Commodities no more agreement. Our agreement in Daho. It is working. So say you're sealing a grade in the cocoa you know they call warehouse for PBC unti and now the company ninti until my church room ni nyina na smear campaign ni bia na omo de smear owura to boatin because owura to boatin no ba ho no obehu say ka na da ho no as FNA ni 32.9 billion no enya de asi etua asi ye mfifimu ni ye mfifemu na o ye mfifemu o ye mfifimu nso hu say ka ni bebre apro nsese ebe papa e wo baabi omo wo nti so omo anya obi ati se owura to boatin no amba ho no amba hwe ye sikasem e wo cocoa board atiti apansam cocoa board da ne yafunu so a anka bedin afi we atwamu yi because obae no waboa aye nyoma bebre e wo cocoa board no ono o hye obi ase nti oboa nipa no ni nim dia e wo sikasem ho ni nim dia e wo administration ho betumi ahyehye aye nhyehyɛ papa na cocoa board agyina ne na so nti memma muntie owura asifwa memma muntie owura Seidu Yonye Say do you know ye juma ma Olam. No your regional manager wa Bono and Northern region. Na say do you know ne link ni Olam America ne say Olam for omo tata ora to boating. Omo tata no. Say then some person money bribe say then obi anim allegedly no omo pe koko no say yemfa mo credit no mo process ansa on betua. Enye saa nso ne mra na eda ho no. Nti ora to boating is enforcing the CEO's directive not to give free cocoa beans on credit to anybody, to any company. They should come with the lay down procedure in order that on mining cocoa for no lose. It is our enforcement now, you know. I'm Olama sorry allegedly because who say do you know yeah Jumama Olam. I no beka say Papa the private yeah ora to what in the private BBC from funds, you know. He's not in charge of that. The deputy CEO is in charge of operations, is the one who is supposed to look at your documents and process you for you to get the seed money. So it was a false allegation. Osaba Ebeka say Omu Yusu PBC warehouse near Adini. There's an agreement to it. Answer no take care Jumano so no. Memamun Ubienti Asifwa a controversial member of parliament or Otafu. The controversy is bebre. Or no, or see Atubuatin resigning. Or no, I'll say Atubuatin Esakitani shares. And no correct. He resigned in January 2025. He gave up his shares in January 2025 before he took up the job as FNA for the Cocoa Board. And he's doing well. Makachre mun Cocoa Equiafo. Sa Papa Ura Atubuatin no kitanim dieno. He has the knowledge. His previous work experience gives him the advantage over many people to resuscitate the cocoa sector, which is on his belly. Ono kitanim die na ode beboa na cocoa sem yesika sem na tumi agina once and for all. Osan wonim die a won hihye ya ode be hihye nhihye pa aban bia man tumi be say cocoa to no embebu ekuafo na ni mase embema cocoa no nye cheap ti sa Abidjan die no. Sa hihye no onya wo. One, he worked with Atlas Commodities for 8 years. He saw that one. He saw directly what was happening in the cocoa industry. Two, so Ushemua, only Liga partners, Juma, Omu raise funds, my companies are 1 year liquidation. So Musika Semunya, Omu go to Jesu, and now Mudomo Yefunsono. Or when him deal to me the pager or more than she no 2 hours, no this kind of bemo, na say pager. And Tisana cocoa board, I enter or design him dear no, babe bois, cocoa board. No, asa a pajanemu. And Abutai done a nusu dachi, so obey a group chairman for Standard Chartered. No, she said that vision will not allow him to make compromises within our cocoa sector to take us back to the old, but rather he will want to use this opportunity to prove his worth and what he can do in future when given a chance elsewhere. Intimate mamum emia MPP for no any asifwa me say a controversial MP or no asifwa by obe twantro e ka kire say Public Financial Management Act no. Mampenina Aboitia, and in the 24-hour economy road projects. I govern Saboja by Parliament. Every bubu semi mutilemu. Ye share na asifwa ne newu. Want to me apologize. Sa asifwa ya o mampeni tu kwan akọ Japan ni Singapore. O be trend TV so. E ka say I president na ko charter jet. President na ko yese. Ye ko hwehwe mu no. Oboa na enye no kre. Na president no mpo no. Na baby oti a odi tu kwan no. Aw. Or the passengers, normal passenger seats ni bia no the full two kwan and they call Japan. The free Japan air Singapore and so sa. Oh, inti ade na say MP utumi be gina ho. Na we twan tro sa. Ade den how. Na say social media and say more about so you can say be only obi enemy. Look at your reaction that you put out in the public. Look at how you behaved. Wow. Into no, he's noted for controversy. Into this is one of his controversies or their bar. Say Abedu Cocoa Board. Because Yasumano and Ametrano, a Olam allegedly na Yasumano, he has a link with them because Olam for Tata or Ratubuatin say uncompromising, unbending rules in Momo, no munya cocoa beans. It will go against the cocoa board, it will go against the cocoa farmer. Sana Yaye Emrebi Etremwa, ama cocoa board, Sisia, about background on the belly no sono. Now me perceive catch them. Now me catch a cocoa for no muntie, na muntie ni ye. But I see a buy way any so. Emma cocoa board. Nti saa botai no ye hia mo cocoa akuafo no na mudi mo ahonde ne mo nim de ene mo bibia ababo aban to ma no mema mo ntie eyi a ekoso ho no saa propaganda no saa young politicians no mo nam nkrase a omo kan nsem omo kan no me bompa say premier ebehia mo wokwaye no mu Ni ahwe so mo so mbenya snake serum e de asa mo yare a se ne akoko akuafo so woka obi a aboaten ka obi a omo nya aduru a omo wo no me bompa e pa because omo nam e no mo twa ntro be se me kire koko akuafo no say one cocoa board or year reforms nani abre say on funny how as cocoa board no betu akuafo no so nti ati executive management of salaries ni nyina that is who 20% ya ka 20% a nchichemu num ya yi ba kwa to ho ya sa staff ni nyina ya sa tiso nchichemu du ya sa yi ba kwa to ho afode mo payments na ya de mo ka ni nyina me sure say mo ehun say government release sika ni nyina say enfantu amoka the or how we mo sisi an say esi ebisa mo nya full payment ana say mo nya full payment and no say cocoa board search no di hu said that one the day and then sitting allowance so cocoa board in penifo e wo ba bia 74 cocoa districts 10 cocoa regions no mo trase no mo drink cocoa no ho a enya de obi beji allowance enya de am beji allowance amom sa de ne yetwam and e kana cocoa board e ko board besia e wo ministry of finance auditor cocoa any bank of Ghana ni nyina no abai ahihye se o de be legacy debt na chese legacy debt no o de betu nchen no atua ne ka kakra no afa abonebo afidie o sa ka say minimum production 50% cocoa na yedua no yemfa nkwa ma no me ye de betra Ghana ha near the ama local processes ye wo Barry Callebaut omo wo free zones ni mu ye wo Cargill ye wo Tuton ye wo Econ ye sa wo Olam omo nyina e wo Ghana ha ye wo ADM omo nyina no deliberately the government will support them with 50% of the cocoa beans. Now we will not be talking about raw beans alone, but now we'll be talking about processed cocoa beans, which has a higher value chain than the raw cocoa beans itself. Until we will also begin to enjoy some of the benefits of the extended cocoa sector when it comes to processing of cocoa. Sa buta esi enisino, and it's a new financing model now you say a day bano. It is led by the cocoa bonds. A bill in the parliament. The beji bonds ne free ankra ho. And only a debate to cocoa tonasi. You told we are near cotton near the scanner near the apa. Everybody has a role to play in the success of these reforms at the cocoa board. Munyina Ghana for Munkai say cocoa is Ghana and Ghana is cocoa. So trasi no ma hwe na cocoa board a good cocoa akuafo adwuma na omo ye na and ye yankasa so mun so betrasi no ma hwe aye hwe say NDC for and eboa na cocoa aye ye nti mun so mu a esemo ara yenim say mu MPP for mu ye cocoa as for politicians but we dey amfa price ewo ho a de bia ye ti so odwama so no because of the guaranteed price system we had under the what do you call it, the syndicated loan system no. That a guaranteed price. Into feeding in a cocoa price and buy better no on sisa to the end of the year. More than mugu syndicated loan no. But buyer-led cocoa purchasing scheme and the buyer. Time a price no call high. You refuse to make the farmers take advantage of it. It do 13,000. You are only paying 22% of it. It's about form that we are responding to it. This is buy and said free power. And then you are going around telling the farmers what you don't know. Even with this reduction, you catch them say most 3,100. No, it was under an exchange rate of 16 cedis and an inflation figure of 54%. It means say prices what system no more they were rising by 54% on a daily basis. Let's just say that you're boarding. That's at 3,100. No, in terms of international dollar terms, because cocoa no, you turn the dollar more, and you $170. And then Oyati Sokra about 2,587, you know, and you $252 at the new exchange rate. Now, Monty the SC Abidjan, Ghana Cocoa from Metumufu, Misremo, Mamunti opposition for no more buy non person be good cocoa no into a good BBC, non person good cocoa board. Now you're free for all, laissez faire, to say the Abidjan, no, Samuti. Now you cocoa tonu could do Abidjan there now. What can someone would see Abidjan? Cocoa no 64 kilos no. You see Munchano saying Munchano 1,220. Enti misremo Ghana for cocoa for baby amu biano. Muntie ye nim cocoa. We have followed the cocoa sector for years and we will not stop at anything to make the cocoa industry a better place. Ye nim say mu no. You are the center of this enterprise. Say nyamune ya ye boabo no a akani ni cocoa board. Akeye ni enyam okoko mu nti e bekoso asommo NDC party no bekoso na watie mu asopam na de ese ye mamu no ye na koko kuayo no ejira na Ghana fa ne to mafa fra mi tia mu nyina anapai bye bye.